Our staff is extremely excited to re-engage you during this event. We have an exciting program for you. Ken Level and Jay Vaverka, both who are area directors, Ken in Jacksonville and Jay in Greater Raleigh, are going to come to you and bring to you some important information and some vital tools that you need in order to continue to grow in your knowledge of FCA.
Of a young generation, because here's the thing I want to share with you coaches, is that this problem we have in our nation today is not a thing of a generation, but more to do with a gap between men and women and God for those who have chosen to choose sin over his son. As I look around the room today, I'm well aware that there are those in this room who know full and well with certainty what the gospel message regularly communicated within the culture of your team has done to transform your team and begin to close this gap. You can think back to that first opportunity you had to begin what we call a team huddle. When Jesus Christ began to come into the culture of your team and you got to see athletes start to come together in the name above any other name. And as a result, your team was never again the same.
And in life, there's some very foundational questions that allow us, if we have the answers to them, to see the field, to make sense of what's happening in this world around us. There's some very foundational truths that we must grasp and hold fast to in order for us to rightly interpret this world that we live in. And as believers, we simply call that the gospel. You might have heard that word before, the gospel. It answers the questions about who God is and who we are. It answers the question about why Christ had to come and about how we're supposed to respond to that. There's no more important message in all the world than the gospel message. In FCA, we've taken an approach to structure this gospel message by identifying 4 key symbols. The heart. That symbol simply declares to us that God loves us, that God loves you, that He created you, and He created you to know Him and to find your joy and your satisfaction and your purpose and your meaning in Him. He has intended for us to find our greatest joy and our highest good in His very person, in who He is, and in knowing Him.